Hey folks, how you doing? It's Jason from Beer and BG here. Gonna do a short little video tonight and just go over a recent error from a recent match that I had. This particular match was against the legendary John O'Hagan. If you don't know John, he's one of the greats of backgammon, and I'm lucky enough to play in the local club here in Northwest Indiana, where John is also a member. So this was a round robin, 5-point matches, and it was my turn to go up against John. So I was hoping for the best, knowing that I was, going to get outplayed. I was obviously hoping for a little bit better dice. John ended up winning this match, but I actually played decent, which I was very pleased with. Even if I lose a match and I play well according to XG, I'm happy, because then I know I'm making good moves and I'm improving my game. But I did transcribe this match so that I could go over my errors and obviously continue to improve. So this particular error had everything to do with saving the gammon, because a gammon in this position would have cost me the match. So saving the gammon would mean that I would have a chance in Crawford and post Crawford to turn things around. So this is definitely a good position for me to study from, a reference position, just a position that I know if I apply a little extra thought could help me in more matches get off the gammon, and hopefully save match equity, which was what the goal was here. So without me talking anymore, let me go ahead and fast forward to the position. So it was game 2 of this 5-point match. John was already ahead to nothing. So John was 3 away and I was 5 away. Back up here. Okay. All right. So just to take a quick look at the position. So again, John is 3 away. I am 5 away. He's holding a 2 cube. Earlier in this game, I was in a much more advantageous position. So I turned the cube, and if I remember correctly, the cube decision was correct, which I was happy about. But obviously, the game kind of turned on me, and I was in this position here where my hopes in the match lied in saving the gammon. So you could see John's holding the 2 cube. He's got 4 checkers in his home board, 2 on his ace point, 2 on his deuce point. I have a gap on my 4 point. I got this straggling checker on the 13 point. So let's take a look at the roll. So I go ahead and toss out a 3-1. So not a big roll, not a lot of pips. I was obviously hoping to make 2 crossovers and get into my home board, and then hope John flunked on double 2s or better. So, but I had a 3-1, so I needed to try to make the best of it. And playing against the clock, I try to play instinctually sometimes, and not, I don't always recognize when a little extra mental effort is needed. So, seeing the gap on my 4 point, I thought I needed to immediately fill that in to help increase my chances of getting off the gammon. But that was wrong. So the move that I made, trying to fill in the 4 point, was 13-10 and then 5-4. Okay? But this was wrong. And, if we look at dice distribution, we'll see why it was wrong. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull up XG. So here we go. Here I have the transcription pulled up. Okay. So in this position, so you could see I got the 2 moves here. My 13-10-5-4 was wrong by quite a bit. Okay. A couple other things to note with this is, obviously I had 0 chance of winning this game, and John had 100% chance. But the difference lied in the amount of gammons. So in the move that I made, 13-10-5-4, it was almost 31% gammons. In the correct move, 13-9, leaving the 4-point gap, there were only 21% gammons, or just over that. So why? So the whole answer lies in dice combinatorics or dice distribution. So if you're not familiar with counting dice combinations, what you're essentially trying to do is look at this image here, or think about this image in your head. So you obviously have two dice, two fair dice in a backgammon match or backgammon game. And they're six-sided dice, and so you have one, we'll call that dice one, and the other one, which is dice two. So you have six different doubles, okay? So there's 1-1 all the way up to 6-6. But then for the non-doubles, you basically have two because you have two dice. So if we say dice one in this case is red, and we're looking at 5-6 or 6-5. Dice one, we can roll a 5, and dice two would be a 6. But then we could roll a 6 on dice one and a 5 on dice two. So that's why we have two for non-doubles. Okay, but essentially you're looking at this and going, okay, if I make this move on my next turn, what are my chances of getting in and getting a checker off, which is what's going to save me the gammon. Okay, so let me take this down. So nice little thing about XG is that if you select the move and you right click, and I know you guys can't see the selection screen here, but when you right click, there's an option to select dice distribution. Okay, so if I select that, I'll pull this up here. So you could see that in this particular position, and what I want to do is click on second roll because it's the roll that's going to come for me after this roll. So if I select second roll for the move I made, 13, 10, 5, 4, you could see there's a total of, so the non-doubles here are 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2. So that's 6 plus double ones. Okay, so that's 7. So there's 7 rolls out of 36 that where I don't get off the gammon on my next roll as long as John doesn't roll double twos or greater. Okay, so 7 out of 36. All right, so let's look at the correct move. So if we look at this one and I click second roll, you'll see now it's only 2, 1, and double fours, which is 2, 1 being the non-double is 2 different rolls. And then double 4 is a single roll, right? So that's 3 out of 36 instead of 7 out of 36. So definitely better. And you could see why there's this difference between, in the amount of gammons that I lose in the two different positions and why 13-9 is the superior move versus 13-10, 5-4. So for me, I'm logging that up in the old brain now. And to know that in getting off the gammon, sometimes it really helps, especially when you got one checker or a couple checkers, to really take a chance or take a second and go through the dice combinations to make sure that you're making the most advantageous move, off of your roll to make sure that you get off the gammon on the next one. So I got lucky in this one. John only rolled, I forgot what he rolled, but we can take a look at it. So John rolled a 5-1, which only took 2 checkers off, and then I rolled a 5-5, which got me off the gammon. So anyways, like I said, learning experience for me. This kind of stuff is great because it just helps my game. The more I can think about this stuff and remember these positions when they come up again in future games, and I just wanted to share it with you all. If you haven't watched the match with the full XG transcription, that's right here. You could go ahead and click on it and watch it. But for now, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.